What's up, everyone? We're going to go over a toe hold entry, and this is a technique that I used. I don't even remember the year I was a brown belt. It's probably 2017. I have to look it up. But Tulsa Nationals, AGF, great tournament. You know, really like those guys. Have always competed in their tournaments. Was sponsored by them when I was coming up. But my favorite throw was always, I had several, but if I couldn't, get like an inside trip or, a bigger throw or take down a single that I was after, that's like my preferred move, I would sacrifice throw. I didn't prefer pulling guard, but if my sacrifice didn't pan out, I would have guard. And my favorite guards to play were like knee shield, de la Hiva, like in terms of open guards. So like I would default to that, maybe an X guard if I didn't get them over. Okay, so I pulled Ukiwas on this guy, and it didn't work. And I want to say it worked like over 20 times for me in tournaments. It didn't work that time. It was good. And as soon as I established my knee shield, he attacks with a toehold. Okay, so let's kind of go over what we're looking at here. Okay, so I'm here playing. The toehold he was looking for is going to be right there. Okay, so come back. As he turned, right, I pulled this leg over here. Look how this foot stays on the mat. Okay, if that foot is lazy or something, he may just get his leg out there. Right, boom, then you're done. Okay, come back over here. If I'm here, that's gonna be hard to do, and I can base, right, like with that leg just pushing into the floor. Push force with this hand, and then I'm pull forcing with this hand, okay? I've hit this a few times over the years, like in rolls, and then that tournament being the most notable example, okay? And pulling the foot out like that is one way, right? And then occasionally go again. I have looped the leg over that way, just depending on like they almost got to my foot. So it's kind of, I think, a preference thing. I've even used this from Z guard, okay? So, but when he turns, going across and under here, base with this foot, there's your toe hold. Fancy. What's funny is, like, Michael and I are talking about this, is he's training with me at that same time. But in that phase of my brown belt, I got super into this move. And the cool part was I go to a seminar, I just started getting it. And I remember the first night I was like, oh, it's a cool tool. Like, how did I even do that? And then I start getting it more when I'm rolling. And I start noticing, I'm like, okay, like I've gotten this like 3 spots now. And I start like taking notes of the entries, and it ends up happening for me in 7 different situations. And then I got bored with it and went on to other things. But it was really effective, and that's the cool part of this art is I just discovered it, right? And no one had shown me that variation that I hit in the tournament. I was just going through that when I did that tournament. And it panned out in that way, like just happened. It was like a muse or something, right? Just happened through me. And there's a few tournament matches like that. And to be honest, it's like these are things, like that wasn't something I trained. Like those other matches, I'm like, oh, I've done this 1,000 times. Of course it felt that way. This was not the case, right? It was just like that discovery and, just getting into the art of what we're doing, right? And, I like no nonsense techniques. Toe hold's powerful. I think, it's a fundamental submission overall. We should all study it. That may be a little fancier variation. Like I was telling Michael, like trained with Hickson a lot over the years, and we've never gone over half guard one time. Not once. Passing half guard, half mount. Yes. Half guard. Maybe your guard just sucks. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.